would you say if you came face to face with the people who gave you a second chance at life? CBS's Steve Hartman is on the road with a reunion more than 3 decades in the making.
She's got one. Wine.
Fishermen are known for their fish stories.
Holy mackerel!
But the whopper that charter boat captains Mark Paisano and Paul Strasser are about to unspool is all too real.
That story, it just really throws a loop in me.
It was catastrophic. Imagining what she went through that day is unspeakable, really.
35 years ago, Paul and Mark were piloting a charter back from Catalina Island off the California coast when they came across a capsized boat and an orange life vest bobbing in the waves. Mark jumped in and pulled out 9-year-old Desiree Rodriguez, the only survivor. Her mother, father, sister, aunt, and uncle all perished. Desiree had been in the water 20 hours.
It was against all odds that she was still coherent and alive.
This was the last time Paul and Mark ever saw little Desiree, and they've always wondered about her.
Okay.
Which is why a podcaster named Phil Friedman invited the men on his show.
Mark Paisano.
Hi.
Along with a surprise guest.
I'm going to let her introduce herself to you.
I'm Desiree.
The brims of their ball caps weren't nearly wide enough to hide the joy. 35 years not nearly long enough to erase the bond.
I'm so happy.
When I connected with them, they brought a lot of closure.
Since then, they have stayed in touch. And this week, Paul and Mark invited Desiree,
Let me help you on.
the aunt who raised her, and the rest of her family to take a little trip. It was Desiree's first time back on the ocean, a journey that would bring her full circle.
This is basically the area right here.
Right back to where it all happened.
I'm kind of glad we can kind of come together today and kind of heal.
The bodies of her father, sister, and uncle were never recovered. This was their first memorial, a commemoration of the family she lost, but also a celebration of the guardian angels she gained.
Right, yeah. And that's how I feel. I hope to know you guys forever.
You know, everybody says God works in mysterious ways. I feel like, that's finding you.
Fishermen usually tell stories about the one that got away, but Paul and Mark will always cherish the one who got to stay. Steve Hartman, CBS News, on the road.